Right, okay then, good afternoon ladies and gentlemen, and welcome along to PGS F1 Esports Realistic Tier on the Thursday evening. I do apologise about being late again today. Not my fault, I was in the session, qualifying started, and then F1 just closed down, but we're here anyway, after a few minutes, and I've managed to get it all sorted now, which is always what we want to be doing, and we did it very quickly. So 12 drivers then, everybody. Join us this evening. A bit of a small grid on the track today, but we are at the home of British motor racing. It is the Silverstone circuit, and this is for the 13th round of the PGS Realistic World Championship. Chevy joins in the chat. Of course, Salguero in the game. Hello, mate. Welcome in. Reaper as well is back, and it is good to see him. I should be a mod at this point, he says. I wonder if I can actually make you a mod. I don't know how to do that. But I could maybe try. That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? But yeah, mate, it's good to see you in. Really, really good to see you in tonight, and everybody else. We are here with the PGS Esports Twitch live too, and as you can see, wet weather conditions with the drivers upon them here in the United Kingdom, with Danny being the first driver. Well, being the quickest driver over the line with a 1 minute 39.209 in a Haas car, which is pretty slow. It's Papa Rin then, second place. Arctic Ryan in a Ferrari in third. Tortuguita from VRL, he joins us in PGS Esports. Tortuguita here then in the realistic tier. It is Schumacher, Embulk, J Pinto, Tiger B, Lee Dog, who has dominated massively in this season. Wolfie Players joins us, who actually said that he was taking a break from racing, but here he is. Flavor in 11, and Salguero at the back of the grid. But Danny the quickest at the moment. We are waiting to see if we can find any more time for the drivers. Arctic Ryan is over the line. He now sets pole position with a 1 minute 38.788. And of course the times around here in this wet weather are going to be pretty damn long, with, you know, the 1 minute 38 all the way back to the 1 minute 43. Lee Dog, of course, setting slow times to give himself a bit of competition, and most people might think that is, you know, being a bit up himself, but he's not at all. This man is pretty damn good, as we always say, and you know, he just wants to give himself a little bit more competition, make it a bit more exciting for him, which is fair enough, and makes it exciting for us on the commentary box as well, because we can see him make his way through the pack, through the order, and that is exactly what we want to see today. Right then, 8 minutes of qualifying, and we are actually, after today, everybody, 2 rounds out from the end of the season here in PGS. We're 2 weeks away from the final round of this realistic tier season, which is mind-blowing. How fast has this gone? And I think maybe my second season with PGS now, as the commentator in the realistic. Been a long time. Papa Rim now is the quickest driver, 1.7 seconds up on his last time. And the Aston Martin for this evening finds provisional pole position. Lovely stuff for him. But one good thing about today, everybody, is in the Jack Crusty Comms Twitch, we have finally reached 800 followers. 800 followers has been reached. It's been a long time coming. Now only 200 away from the big 1,000, and when we get there, that is going to be incredible to see. You know, 1,000 followers is going to be brilliant if we get there. But hopefully we can at some point, and I think we will get there eventually. But Papa Rim then, everybody, here in PGS is the man on provisional pole at this moment in time. Danny is in second place. Arctic Ryan third. Tortuguita in 4. 5 Flavor. P6 Schumacher. P7 Embulk. 8 J Pinto. 9 Tiger B. 11 is Lee Dog. Like I mentioned, Wolfie Plays not in this qualifying session. Down in P11. And Salguero currently at the back. In the pit lane then for the pole sitter at the moment. Danny possibly going to be going around soon. We're waiting for that. Wolfie Plays joins in the chat as Arctic Ryan then on provisional pole position, ladies and gentlemen. What a time that is. 1 minute 37.663 then. And it's Arctic Ryan on pole position. Wolfie joins in the Jack Crossley Comms chat. He's here in the race tonight. Back again. It's good to see him here. Wolfie, I thought you were having a break from racing. Are you back now? Are you back in the car? No! Oh, what's that? One gifted sub from Wolfie then to Chevy. Love to see it. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much, Wolfie. I appreciate it. Absolute legend of the game. We are 800 followers with a sub now as well from Wolfie. Going to Chevy. What did you say about me before about racing? Yeah, Wolfie, I thought you were having a break from racing. Are you back now? We're in the pit lane then for Arctic Ryan. He is currently on provisional pole in the Ferrari. His teammate Jane Pinto is in 4. Of course, not his actual teammate. This is the realistic tier, but they're all in, of course, different teams behind the real F1 teams. But Wolfie's taking a break at the end of the season. Oh, okay. Jack, you missed it last week. What happened, Wolfie? We've had a Tour de Geezer off the track here, then invalidated his lap. It's been a bit of an awful first corner for him, unfortunately. Schumacher's here. Oh, you are joking me. Last week, Wolfie got on a podium. You got to be joking. You've got to be kidding me. There's no way that happened. If it did, and I've missed it, I cannot believe it. P3. Oh, mate. I can't believe it. I've been waiting for it for so long, and the one day that I'm not here. I was honestly so ill last week. I was really, really poorly. I can't believe that. I really, really can't. Just the way it goes sometimes, isn't it? Honestly, what a stupid, stupid thing. I'll get the clip. Love to see it. Thank you, mate. Right then, everybody. We have 2 minutes to go of qualifying. This is the realistic performance tier, and Arctic Ryan currently dominating ahead of Papa Rim. A 0.3 of a second gap then between the drivers with 2 minutes remaining on the clock. And we just wait now for the final few times to come in. Which way is it going to go? It's looking in the favour of Arctic Ryan at the minute, but you can never quite tell until the end. As this is the fastest first sector for J Pinto GT3 then, as he makes his way down and towards the old pit straight. J Pinto, ladies and gentlemen, is currently on for a fastest lap. The first sector was purple. Now in the middle sector, he's got Maggots and Beckett's to go first. Of course, the very famous right to the left-hand side, then back again to the right. Maggots and Beckett's brilliant sequence, and J Pinto takes it well then. Quite wide out of there, but now maximising the exit for the Ferrari. He's up by half a second. Not a purple middle sector, but it is going to be time found. This is looking really strong then. It was a purple sector 1. Jay Pinto could be somewhere near the top here if he continues like this. Very wet conditions then, everybody. In this qualifying session, the drivers are handling it brilliantly, especially Jay Pinto, who is looking to go for a possibly pole position. Here comes Jay Pinto over the line. It's front row of the grid then with an 8/10 improvement, and he is 2/10 of a second off of Arctic Ryan on pole position. Cheers, Wolfie. I'll take a look when I can. But that is the end of qualifying then, everybody. Arctic Ryan is improving, and he's already on pole position at the minute. We're going to see his lap out then till the end as he makes his way all the way down to the right-hand side, and he is looking strong. Like I mentioned, he's already on pole, and he's finding time in that first sector. Now he's into Maggots and Beckett's and trying to take it well. It's going pretty decent for him at the moment, but he has to keep it good out of this final corner. Maggots and Beckett's he goes now towards the end of the sector 2, and he's found a whole 7/10 of a second as Arctic Ryan. Now he makes his way around the final few corners, and what time found that is. Papa Rim on pole then by 7/10 improvement. He's on pole by 7/10 over Arctic Ryan, who's now up by 7/10 in the middle sector. It's the Ferrari of Arctic Ryan going for pole then round the final corner. Can he take pole position today? He does take it back. Arctic Ryan takes pole into the 1:36s. 1:36.7 for that Ferrari. He's on pole. Jay Pinto not able to improve. Danny then has got absolutely no fuel left, but he makes his way around the final corner with an improvement in the middle sector. Here comes the Haas of Danny. He takes pole at the end of qualifying. 1:36.5, and we have a pole position for the first time ever in PGS Realistic for Danny. Schumacher over the line in P6, but all eyes to that one man at the top then who's left it late and snatched pole away from Arctic Ryan at the end of qualifying. We have no results, unfortunately. In the chat, not the first time race last season. I stand corrected, mate. Fair enough, fair enough. I do recognise your Twitch name, you know, Dunica. I do remember that. I recognise that very well. I must have commentated over you last season then, mate. I must have. But he's back anyway and takes pole, which is superb for him. Well, we've reached 800 followers on Twitch, which is brilliant. Wolfie plays with another tier 1 sub, and that went to Jevy tonight. which is brilliant, and that'll be ad-free viewing for him, of course, now for the PGS races for a month. Jack, how's your truck sim going? It's going well. I've not been on it for a few days, but I've really enjoyed it. It's a good game, it really is. New DLC in a couple of weeks for it. That sounds exciting. Jeffy in the chat, very happy about his sub. It's good to see. It's definitely gone to a good person, that has. Really happy with that. I think we're pretty much ready to go for PGS. Well, like I mentioned, we are 2 weeks out from the end of this World Championship season. The second season I've commentated. Two weeks with Wolfie, yeah, absolutely. The drivers are getting ready to ready up then, everybody, and as you know here in PGS, we normally get straight into the action. No formation lap. We get straight into it, and this is the British Grand Prix. On your screen then, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights ahead of the drivers then, ladies and gentlemen, and it's lights out and away we go, and Danny off the line then, formerly Dunica, down in towards turn 1 from taking pole with a bit of battling going on here with Arctic Ryan, who's trying to take away his P1, but he's not able to get through here. Danny then just about holds his lead into the first corner, but the Ferrari goes up the inside line, forces the Haas a little bit wide, and Arctic Ryan now leads the British Grand Prix. Danny to 2, it's Papa Rim then, down in 3, J Pinto 4, P5 is Schumacher, P6 Vexorial Flavor, 7 then is Tiger B. He's trying to chase him down in towards the left-hander, but we're going to look behind here as Mbuk up the inside line of Salguero with a brilliant move. It's the kick Sowie behind that of Leadog 2, starting from the back of the grid. He's now making his way through the order. He's got a Red Bull in front of him, then he's already trying to clear Salguero as well, who is up the inside line of him. Salguero now gets left in the dust. Now it's time for Leadog to overtake Mbuk, who's just in front of him here, and he could actually get it before Maggots and Beckett. As wide goes Mbuk. And can Leadog take advantage of this situation then? Right behind this Red Bull at the moment. And he's gaining now. What a brilliant exit then for the Kick Sauber, who is going to gain on Mbuk at the minute and looking for the inside line. Has he got enough speed here to find his way through, ladies and gentlemen? Looking up the inside line, he does make that move, and through goes Leadog now with another place up at the start of this race. Now he's got Tiger B in front of him, and give it a few laps, and we're going to have Leadog as your leader. He is absolutely flying in this race, and to go from last to first, isn't it, is a very good achievement. He's done it many times. I would not doubt that he could do that again today. I really wouldn't here at Silverstone. He's got a Red Bull of Tiger B in front of him, and I am sure to know that he's going to make an overtake very soon with a great exit out of here. Then he's now gaining on the Red Bull, who the Red Bull is now gaining on Flavor. He goes up the inside line into Brooklands, then Leadog is going to try and gain here. The McLaren gets left in the dust from behind. But can Leadog do anything about this and take advantage of this situation as he looks up the inside line here for a move on the McLaren? He's done a great job so far, and now with a better overspeed up the inside line, the Kick Sauber of Leadog is now into P7. through ahead of Flavour, as now he's up another place in this Grand Prix. Lead on now P7 from P12 on the grid starting today and flying through the order. Back up to the front then, where Arctic Ryan leads by half a second over Danny, which as we know now was formerly Dunica. Danny, then Jay Pinto takes the fastest lap of the Grand Prix as the drivers cross the line. It's Arctic Ryan as your leader. Danny now with a half a second gap still the same. Papa Rim 3. It is Jay Pinto P4, Schumacher P5, Tiger B P6. As the drivers make their way through, then on the third lap of 26 here in Silverstone. Quite a lot of laps we have to complete around here just because of the length of the track. You know, 1 minute 30 is really average around here in the race. There's a great helicopter view with Wolfie Plays, who we found out managed to get himself in the podium places last week, the week where I wasn't here, and he managed to do podium. But he's here now looking for another good place where Emborg goes wide again. Emborg wide even further. Here comes Wolfie Plays then with the speed, catching him up the inside line. Here comes the McLaren making contact on the Red Bull. As up the inside, Salguero makes a move here on Tortuguita. Tortuguita makes a move on Salguero, who gets in front. Salguero drops down now to the back of the grid here in Silverstone for round 13 of the PGS Realistic season, where Arctic Ryan is still your leader with Danny second place. Danny's rears sliding out from underneath him here and causing him to lose a bit of time. Now the gap is 0.8 of a second, and that is going to continue to gain if mistakes like that keep reoccurring. It's been a decent start from Danny at the minute. He has lost a place, but he's kept within a good, reasonable gap between him and Arctic Ryan. Here comes Jay Pinto then from P4 at the moment, looking to make a move on Papa Rim, who is holding a podium place very nicely indeed at the minute in the Ferrari of Jay Pinto, looking for a move to get himself into those podium places in the early stages. Still only lap 5 of 26. We've got a long way to go then in this Grand Prix. The Ferrari getting ever closer, but just not enough now for an actual proper move. As we look a little bit further behind, Schumacher right on the backside of it. Oh, leader with a big mistake there. Here comes Schumacher up the inside then to try and get through. The Mercedes with a great move on Leadog, and he's through into P5. What a brilliant move after a mistake there from Leadog, who now takes it back. It was short-lived, but he did get through. back end sliding out for Jay Pinto then, as Papa Rim holding his own in front at the minute in the Aston Martin. Danny 2, Arctic Ryan in P1 then as your race leader at the minute. A dominant force in PGS at the moment, he really is. The driver's still fairly bunched up, you know, not a lot of gap between them. This is your biggest gap from Jay Pinto to Lee Dog then, a huge gap between the drivers there. Lap 7 then of 26 is about to begin for the drivers over the line for Arctic Ryan. He still leads then here in Silverstone. We've got Jay Pinto running in 4. Papa Rim now is your 3rd place sitter at the minute and holding it very well. Lee Dog then runs in 5. He's got a 5.9 second gap to the drivers in front on the medium compound tyres. Majority of the drivers here on the mediums, apart from Schumacher and Flavour, who have opted for the hard compound starting here in Silverstone. So are they the better tyres, or is it the mediums that most people have decided to go with? Are they the better tyres tonight? Here's Danny then on the backside, 7/10 of a second gap. We go further behind than that, and Tiger B seems to be getting a bit closer to Schumacher here. 3-4 now, 4/10 of a second, then the gap as they make their way down the back straight. Now we've got Flavour gaining on Tiger B, looking for a move up the inside line here. No room for him, and that move is all of a sudden called off. It's Tortuguita running in 9. And a pit lane now for Embilk as well as Lee Dog, who goes in. Lee Dog in the pit lane for some new tyres and even potentially a wing, but I think he's kept his nose clean. His nose has been kept clean. Now he exits on brand new hard compound, as well as Embilk, who does the same. Now 4 drivers on the hards coming out of the pit lane. Flavour with a 3-second time penalty, and it is Jay Pinto we can see on the backside of Papa Rim. This is the battle for 3rd place, and we've had it for a little while now. Into the pit lane for Papa Rim, then his medium compound tyres must be needing a change. Jay Pinto finally gets into the podium places as he crosses the line in 3rd place. We've also got Paparim and Salguero in the pit lane. Then your first lot of pit stops have came in. A lot of drivers starting to do so. Papa now on the new hards. Salguero will be going on the new hards as well. That'll be the strategy for them. Wolfie plays, running in P10 then, podium from last race. Quite a bit out of that position today, unfortunately. And it's quite typical, isn't it? The one day that I'm not here, he gets a pole, and the one day that I am, he gets a podium, and the one day I'm back, he does not, which is annoying. But Danny in the pits now, one of the top drivers, second place runner. He's now going for hard compound on the old mediums in the pit lane on lap 10 of 26 with 16 laps remaining. And lap 13 is your half race distance mark. His lead dog out of the pits on the hard compound. He is now setting the fastest lap of the Grand Prix and definitely bringing these tyres in a good way. Really, really is. As here's lap 10 of 26 then. Flavor not far ahead from, Tortuguita not far ahead from Flavor. Flavor has got Tiger B in front that he can see Schumacher running in third at the moment. But not a lot going on apart from Arctic Ryan, who is, as you know, your race leader. Now he's in the pit lane. Arctic Ryan comes out of the pits now. He will be out quite a bit down now as the drivers that haven't pitted pass him. Joe Pinto will need to pit as well as Schumacher, Tiger B, Flavor and Tortuguita. The hard compound runners are going to go a bit longer than the medium guys. Oh, here's a battle then. Flavor and Tortuguita. Flavor and Tiger B. Tiger B cuts across then. Tortuguita's now in the action as well. Through goes Tortuguita on Tiger B as now he goes to P4 and Flavor is in the podium places. Danny and Paparim then change around places. Danny goes into P6 now ahead of Paparim, who drops a place. Ahead of that as well, we've got pit stops coming in for Flavor and Tortuguita and Tiger B, who have all gone into the pit lane today. Tiger now in the pits. He's on the medium, so we're going to expect the new hards for him. Tortuguita comes out on the new hards and Jay Pinto out on the new hards as well. Schumacher, Flavor are the only two drivers now on the grid that need to make a pit stop. Wolfie plays with tyres in the pit lane. Wolfie plays then, retires in the pit lane, ladies and gentlemen. He is out of the British Grand Prix. Schumacher now is your leader, Flavour 2. Like I mentioned, they are the two drivers that are yet to make a pit stop. And we are sure to see them make a pit stop very, very soon. With Wolfie, of course, not going to be happy about that at all. In the pit lane for Papa Rim, who goes in the Aston Martin. He waits a little bit now, exits. He'll be coming out very far down the grid. Not going to be last, but it will be P10. As across the line, we are on the half race distance point then, lap 13 of 26. We have another 13 laps to go. We've done half, now we've got another half to go, and Schumacher is your leader at the minute. Like I mentioned, him and Flavour both need to go into the pit lane today on the hard compound tyres, which is why they've gone longer than the rest of the medium runners. And now we are going to see them very soon make that pit stop and go on to the mediums. We are far from over, and Schumacher, we wait, as well as Flavour, for pit stops, as they are going to go much longer than the rest of the drivers, and they're doing a good job at the minute. We've got Danny catching up, though, and he is on the newer hard compound. He's right behind now. As Danny is getting much closer. Look at this then, everybody. 0.6 of a second gap at the minute, and he's right behind in the pit lane now for Flavour as he makes his first pit stop of the night, and that will be for the medium tyres, potentially till the end here. No way, the softs. Flavour comes in for the softs. In P6, they're going to work well for a lap or so, a few laps, and then they're going to be completely shot. They really are. As through goes Danny, and now leads the British Grand Prix into Brooklands. Schumacher drops down to second place, and a brilliant move from Danny now, who leads the British Grand Prix here in PGS Esports Realistic. Round 13, 2 more to go after this one to conclude, yes again, a brilliant season with relatively good attendance all the way through, and that is hard to do. Wide goes Flavour, he's on the soft compound here. as Embulk has a 3-second time penalty. That is 3 drivers now with penalties on the grid, and it's slowly but surely gaining and building, but not too much to worry about. In the pit lane now for the Mercedes of Schumacher, and that is the last driver that needs to make a pit stop today onto the mediums. Schumacher is in the pit lane now, and it'll be the medium compound, like we said before, as he comes out on them now. Tiger B makes a move here on Flavour then. Tiger into P6 with another, yet again, a brilliant move with 10 laps remaining in the Grand Prix. And this is the point where, you know, if you're on the mediums, if you've just gone onto the mediums, they should go to the end well now. Embulk and Paparim, they're going to have to nurse them through because, you know, that long on the mediums, it might cause a little bit of stress. There's Flavour ahead of Tiger B here, who's trying to fight his way back through. Yellow flags then in the first sector, but here's Schumacher fights him with Tiger B. Tiger around the outside. Schumacher loses out on a place there. As the laps are slowly but surely ticking by, and Schumacher just not close enough there for a move on Tiger B. Has to wait behind here, and he's just going to chill out and just wait a moment to see where the next opportunity, the best overtaking opportunity is. And it's looking like actually out of the final corner. Not enough there though. Tiger B, a bit of a sitting duck here, then DRS open for Schumacher. He's looking for the inside line into Brooklyn's, here we go, but it's not enough for a move. Still waiting on the backside of him for the right opportunity. It could be down into Cop's corner, but from previous experience, we know how bad moves into there can be. Schumacher's nowhere near enough there to get a move anyway. But ever closer towards Maggots and Beckett's, and down the back straight could be a great overtaking opportunity for him. But a bad exit out of there, that's not going to allow him any closer to the Red Bull in front, who's just keeping a good distance here at the minute. Back up to the front, and Danny leads by 1.3 seconds over Lee-Dog, who has managed to get himself into the podium places from the back of the grid, and looking like he might just go ahead and win this race tonight if he can keep at this pace. Arctic Ryan's behind him trying to apply the pressure. Which way could this go? Embulk gets a 3-second time penalty, and that is now another penalty added to his name. There's a few drivers that have picked them up, and that is Arctic Ryan, Flavour and Embulk. All three of them have penalties. The rest of the drivers here today do not, and they've kept their noses relatively clean. cannot believe we've lost Wolfie Plays in this race. What a shame that is, honestly. He got a podium last week and we just haven't been able to get it today. Let me know if the stream's okay, 'cause it's looking a little bit laggy actually. Oh, very laggy. Oh my, that's bad. Hang on. Stream looking very laggy. I think I've fixed it though. I do apologise about the stream issues. Technology can be an absolute pain, can't it? In the pit lane then goes Lee Dog. He wasn't really catching Danny that well, and now he goes in for new tyres. It's the hards, where is he going to, with 6 laps left, is he going to go with the mediums, or is he going to try and push the softs till the end? I think it will be the mediums, to tell you the truth, with someone like Lee Dog. It's probably the smartest decision. I can see yellow in the pits. It is the mediums. Well, 6 laps remaining. Danny leads by 0.8 of a second over Arctic Ryan. We've just seen Lee Dog go into the pit lane for new tyres, and that is going to give him a massive upper hand as Mbulk at the back. No, my bad, sorry, it's not Mbulk, it's Tiger B, who has gone around in the Red Bull. Jay Pinto with a 3-second time penalty, but Tiger B loses his rears, and that is him spinning around. Now back on the track, but not what we were seeing from Tiger B at all. Salguero P10 then, as he's been in the pit lane, coming out now on the new mediums. He's got 6 laps to go on them. So here comes Danny then, round and towards the line. Danny in P1, still ahead, but Arctic Ryan gaining very, very quickly here, and it could be a Ferrari win tonight. Can Arctic Ryan get ahead of Danny for the race win and lead? We have only 5 more laps, 5 more times across the start-finish straight before the end of this race. And I think Arctic Ryan might just have this move done and dusted. He's on the hard compound tyres. 1 lap younger than Danny, and that 1 lap is going to mean a whole world of difference. Up the inside into Brooklands then. Arctic Ryan is your leader for a brief moment. The Haas car trying to fight back, but I think Arctic has done it. Into P1 he goes. Danny drops back into P2, and Arctic Ryan leads once again. The man in front, Arctic Ryan, he led earlier on. He took the lead into the first few corners then from Danny. And now he's back as your leader. I have to admit, you guys have really got on with this race today. It's gone very quick. Tortuguita looking at the inside line here of Lee Dog. Around the final corner once again then, lap 22 begins of 26. This is where we want to see Lee Dog now then. Oh, hang on, someone at the back has gone round. It's Tiger B again. Tiger B massively struggling, and fair play for carrying on then. There's a lot of perseverance behind that man. As Lee Dog has got a back marker in front of him, and then a pretty big gap to the guys in front. He's on the new mediums, but in the time left, is he going to gain 16.9 seconds on Jay Pinto? Honestly, it isn't looking likely, and I think Arctic Ryan might just be your winner today, unless Danny can do something about that. Zemburg with a 3-second time penalty. That is now 5 drivers with penalties around the final corner we go. Arctic Ryan leads by nearly a second over Danny, then up towards the line with only 3 laps left of the Grand Prix. And Ryan, as your leader, might just be your winner come race end. Only 3 more times around the circuit. Is in the pit lane for flavour, ladies and gentlemen. Leadog has brought the time down by a second, nearly 2 seconds, and it is coming down rapidly. The only issue is he hasn't got a lot of time then, and the rate it's coming down, I don't know if he's going to, you know, be able to catch. He's on brand new medium compound here, and, you know, if he had more laps, I would definitely say he's going to catch, but I just cannot guarantee that with, you know, the way it's going at the minute. At 13.6 seconds, and to be fair to him, he is stripping time off of that. At the minute, looking good. Arctic Ryan now leads by 1.7 seconds as Jay Pinto is applying the pressure on Danny, which is now took his eyes off of the race leader for a brief moment and allowed him to run away with his P1 position. Here's Jay Pinto again on the second place sitter. Then Danny, who took pole today, has been overtaken by one Ferrari. Here comes the second. Jay Pinto trying to take away his second place. He's been fighting all race long, and now finally it's coming true for him. Can he get second place? Then up the inside line here of Danny with a brilliant move on him. Now into second place goes Jay Pinto. A brilliant move. Now he's up another one. Absolutely brilliant to see. Jay Pinto moves up 1 place. Danny third then. Lead off with a 3-second time penalty at the end. That is not what he wants at all. Look at how quick he's bringing the time down. Only a few laps to go. 10 seconds now. 9 seconds he's going to bring it to. Absolutely flying. Absolutely flying. And without that penalty, he's still going to be okay, really, if he catches them. He just has to make the overtakes, doesn't he? But if he didn't have a penalty there, he would have reaped the rewards. He needs to get ahead past Danny, but then he would have took 1 and 2 very easily. As he's got 2 more laps to gain 9.4 seconds, which is absolutely not possible. It cannot be possible. Surely not. Surely not. The gap is coming down hugely, lap by lap. Now we're into the 8 seconds nearly. Well, ladies and gentlemen, lap 25 of 26 is about to conclude, and here in the PGS Esports Realistic, this is going to be your final lap of the Grand Prix. Around the final corner we go then with the drivers. These guys have got on with it really quickly today. And how good has it gone for both of the Ferrari drivers? Jay Pinto now going for the lead on Arctic Ryan. However, Danny, with the penalties, is still just going to take all of their hard work away. And that is the reason why you don't want to be getting any penalties at this moment in time. Danny will win the Grand Prix, everybody. 1.9 seconds behind. The guys in front have got time penalties, both of 3 seconds for the leaders. Can Jay Pinto get ahead of Arctic Ryan, though, to at least get second place here come the end of the race? Lap 26 of 26 here in Silverstone, and a brilliant British Grand Prix we've had. Now to the final lap, and Arctic Ryan leads all the way down in towards Cobb's Corner, where he is leading by 4 tenths, but if he crosses the line as the winner, of course, with this kind of gap, he's going to lose it to Danny with the penalties. It's not going to go his way, even if he does cross the line as the winner today. He can't do anything about it. It's all down to Danny now, if he drops off or not. 2.3 seconds the gap, 2.2. It's not looking like anything major or drastically it's going to change at the end of this Grand Prix. And we look to Arctic Ryan now, who's got Jay Pinto for a move up the inside line, and these guys battling is not helping their races at all. They make contact now as Danny is getting ever closer. 2.6 seconds. He's going to take away both of their places. Then is Danny now around the final corners for all of them. And here in PGS Esports Realistic for the 13th round of the season, Jay Pinto wins the British Grand Prix on track. Danny over the line takes the win here in Silverstone for the British Grand Prix. Jay Pinto comes home for 2, and Arctic Ryan finishes 3rd place this evening. 4 is Lee Dog. 5 will be Torta Gita on his way around. P6 will be Schumacher, and we wait for the rest of the drivers who are very far back and brought towards the line now after spinning around. Brilliant drive from Danny then at the end, managing to get that win. Over the line then for the last driver. Tunica takes a win. He's back again in PGS and takes a brilliant win tonight then, everybody. Brilliant stuff. Look at that as well, the British Grand Prix wreath. Right then, everybody, race winner. Oh, hang on a minute. Danny then takes the win. Fastest lap, Papa Rim. Driver of the day, Lee Dog. Most overtakes, Lee Dog. And cleanest driver is Danny. A new race winner tonight then. Thank you very much for joining me, ladies and gentlemen. A brilliant stream tonight. Hopefully you all enjoyed. Have a good evening, and we'll see you next Thursday. Good night.